Hey folks, we're here at a house in Orange City. Neighborhood's decent, blue collar, but people keep it up nice. One thing I notice about this house, I'm at the bottom of a hill. You know, I don't know if the video can show you. It goes right down there, and then the bottom of the hill is literally right in front of this house. And then you got this big sewer here. So in my opinion, when it rains, all the water comes right up here and probably floods this lot, at least some of it. So it's something to think about, especially if your septic tank is at the front, because then your leach field is always going to get saturated. But it's maybe perfectly fine. It's just something that I noticed. And maybe the septic could just be in the backyard, so it's no big deal. But it probably gets pretty wet in this front yard. I'm gonna say probably around that area. But it's nothing not to buy a deal about. It's just something I noticed. It needs landscape. The paint doesn't look that bad. It's an ugly color, but overall, in regards to um, like flaking off and stuff, it probably could just be power washed and be all good after that. This house is in that bad condition. They're asking 166. I wouldn't pay 166, but the realtor gave me a call and said it's not really too popular, and let her know what I'd like to offer. So when you walk in, you got this little peel and stick towel. One thing I did notice right when I walked in, smells like cigarettes bad. So that's a pain in the ass, because a lot of times it's in the ceiling, it's in everything, ceiling, lights, walls, carpet. I mean, the carpet in here has to get changed anyways, so that's not a big deal. So that'll take a lot of the smell away, but a lot of times you can't get it out unless you paint the ceilings. And in a lot of purchases you buy, you don't have to paint the ceilings, so it's an added issue. But another good thing is the ceilings aren't all yellow, so like usually they would be if it was a heavy smoking situation. So what I think we could do is what I would do first is change out the carpets, paint the walls, do everything we usually do. And if it still smells like smoke, then tackle the ceilings, even though it's slightly backwards to paint the ceilings later. Um, it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. You got bedroom one. It's a big bedroom. I mean, it's not overly big, but it's not like, that small. So I think you could probably fit a king bed. So that's what happens. A lot of people just look and say, can I fit my king bed or not? And if the answer is no, it's hard to rent or hard to sell. If the answer is yes, then they're on board. Here's the shower. When I look at the shower, it actually doesn't look all that bad. It just needs to be cleaned up really well. And it doesn't seem to have leaked. And I don't think that bottom row of tile that's being not in line with the rest was a repair. I actually think that was original. So I think that's just the way it was done. So I don't think it's actually leaking or ever leaked. But to be honest, I do hate stand-up showers because they leak. It's not like a sealed tub. They always leak around there or around the drain. You never know who built it and how well they built it. So when I do see a stand-up shower, I was like, I wish there was a tub. But then if you look over here at the tile, nothing seems to be lifted up, unless they just threw this tile down. And it's like, because it does kind of look kind of new. Hard to say what they did here, to be honest. If they're trying to hide that the thing leaked. Because even still, but then if you look around the toilet, the caulking is dirty. And the caulking is on top of the tile. So I'm going to say that this tile's been here and they're not trying to cover up the fact that the shower is leaking. Because you would think even still that this tile could potentially be popping up just from water coming over the edge. But the caulking around the baseboard and everything looks dirty. Right there, you got a Q-tip on top of the towel. So I'm gonna say that they didn't come in here before they sold it in. So I'm gonna confidently say if the shower leaks, it's very minor and maybe nothing to be concerned about at the moment. And it could be left as is. Toilet looks good. I think it could just be cleaned up. Vanity looks good. I've never seen a mirror above a toilet, but you certainly could just leave that or just put over where the medicine cabinet is. All right, so that's bedroom 1. So I think it's a decent bathroom in there for sure. Very large walk-in closet, to be honest, for the size of the house. They did some hacky stuff up there. It's got to come down. Oh, and I also noticed right there, you got a moldy roof leak. So you do have a roof leak. You have to, and it does smell like mold in here, actually, very strong. So you're gonna have to cut that out and resolve that whole situation. So you got a roof leak. You gotta resolve that. You see around the vents how it's like a brown, because vents will leak from condensation. It just happens in Florida. But you see that brown drippiness, that's from the nicotine. All right, so now what do we got? We got the living room, which is a dining room with decent size. We'll change all the light fixtures out and make that look half decent. I didn't go out here yet. Let me see if I can even get this guy open. All right, they got a big screened-in porch, which is not really a big bonus when you're a landlord. As you can see, screens ripped and people call you all the time to resolve it. But I think what I'll do is I'll repair the screens as best as I can. Just say the screens are as is. We're not charging for this extra space back here. If you want to use it, feel free to use it. But don't call us about ripped screens every 5 minutes because your dog or your cat went through it or you put your elbow through it. I hate screens, to be honest with you. They just drive me insane. They got this weird gazebo thing here. Or trellis. I'm just take it down. Take it right down. And then you can see the backyard's pretty overgrown. So, you have to take care of that. And you can see, I don't know if you can see in this video, but right there hanging over the edge is the gutter. And you have a whole damn forest growing out of there. So you'd have to clean out the gutter. One thing I did notice is that's a very old AC. It is a Root. It's a good company. But this like 15, 20 years old, so that's going to have to get done either right before you move someone in or within a year or two, or if it does work. So that's $4,000 right there. Kitchen, it's got a peel and stick towel. It's actually a little bit smaller kitchen than I thought this size of this house should have, but what I would have thought is it would just continue there and you wouldn't have that opening there. But it's not in bad shape. You could reuse everything. Probably just put on silver doorknobs or something to make it look decent. It is for mica. So, you know what? Now I look at it. Like this door, it's hard to see because they don't have power here, but it's in rough shape. I don't know if they're reusable. But they ain't perfect. Let's just put it like that. It's not for sale quality, but it's for rent quality, and our game plan is to rent it. You can see here they had a little arcing in the plug. Definitely would have to address the arc there, remove that plug. And we always put GFCIs in the kitchens and the baths anyways. I don't know why you have a fan in this room unless you didn't have a vent. So there's no venting in this laundry room. Technically, it's almost like an exterior space, but interior. And they put that fan in there just to help them, I guess, when they're doing laundry. You would think that there would be a vent in here, just to be honest. It could potentially cause a problem with the tenant saying it's hot in here when they do the laundry. And it looks like an interior space to me. But either way, it may not be a big issue. They do have washer dryer hookups, which is good. Water heater looks rusty at the bottom, but we really don't change them until they actually leak and rust. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Minor door damage on the frame there. So overall, fridge stinky, but they did take out all the food, which is nice. So it's potential we could save it. Bathroom 2. You can definitely see there was a repair done there at one time. Don't know why they didn't use closer matching shingles, tile, but it is what it is. Vanity looks fine. Toilet seat doesn't match the toilet. I would just change that. And toilet actually looks to be, you know, a little worn. So people like a new toilet when they move in. So we might change that. You can see the light fixture up there. I mean, we might keep the fixture, but definitely not gonna put blue lights when you turn on the bathroom. That'd be weird. So that's where we're at with that. And then we got bedroom 2. Same deal, light fixture, paint, flooring. Overall, the house is in good repair in my opinion. So it's just priced wrong, you know. For 166, I couldn't do this deal. I'd have to be in the low 140s right there. Zinc panels. You can't even get insurance for this anymore. So that's another issue. You had to upgrade the panel. It probably cost us $1,350 to do a new panel in there. So yeah, a new panel, all this the flooring, paint, light fixtures, all that, plus a new AC. And the after repair value on this home, like if it was for sale ready, like everything was perfect, probably be like 165 to 175. So there's not a lot of gravy in there when they're asking 166. So we'll see what and if this realtor can get the price they want, and if they can't, maybe they'll give us a holler. To give us opportunity and let us know. So I'm gonna wait and see if she reaches back out. She told me that they weren't getting much offers, but she'll let me know. So that's where it stands at the moment. Anyways, thanks for watching.